Your first alert forecast with meteorologist Patrick Evans.
Calm looking morning out at the Classic Club. Very pretty, but if you step outside, you'll discover that it's still very humid and already pretty warm out there. Yesterday, thunderstorms popped up around the region, and some of them were significant. In fact, turned severe. The one around Hemet did so, dropping over an inch and a half of rain. That prompted both a severe thunderstorm warning and a flash flood warning. Now, just south of Big Bear, we saw a pretty good storm there dropping hail. Both of these storms dropped hail and became severe, and that dropped about 2/3 of an inch of rain at Running Springs. Big Pine Flat picked up 4/10 of an inch of rain out of that storm. Those storms were pretty significant, and we could see a few more of them again today, although the moisture is a little less plentiful. The atmosphere is still pretty laden out there, so we're going to see an opportunity, especially in the high desert areas and again in the mountains. That's going to be the popular spot for these because the moisture comes rolling in and then it gets into the mountains where the atmosphere is forced to rise because of the topography there. It's called orographic lift, and it creates a lot of instability and generates those thunderstorms. High pressure is also going to heat up the surface, and so when you get hot spots on the surface of the earth, that also heats the bottom portion of the atmosphere and adds to the instability that can create those significant thunderstorms. So we're on the lookout for that. We're watching the monsoonal flow. We're also watching a hurricane down to our south, Genevieve, Category 3 storm. Temperature-wise, we're at 95 in Palm Springs already, 90 in La Quinta, 93 in Thousand Palms, 92 in Desert Hot Springs. It's in the 50s in Big Bear this morning, and 74 in Idlewild. Winds are light, and you're seeing a southeasterly flow. That is pretty common this time of year, and it's what's added to our moisture content out there. The dew points into the 60s and 70s, so very little has changed in regard to these numbers. They should dry out a little bit tomorrow, but for the weekend, we might get the remnants of Genevieve. This is a powerful storm. It's been as strong as a Category 4. It's just dropped below that. Storm track will take it up along the coast of Baja. It won't come ashore, but it's going to cause problems. Storm surge, rain, gusty winds, and then it will track out into the cooler waters of the Pacific, but some of that moisture will work its way into Southern California. So for the weekend, you're going to find a little bit of humidity. Today, I think particularly in the afternoon, after about 1 o'clock, we could see these storms fire up surrounding the valley. So we're going to keep an eye on that. And some of those storms might even drop a little bit of rain here on the valley floor if they're close enough. The Comfort Air 7-day forecast has us cooling off a little bit down into the 108, 109 range for your weekend. Still a little humid, but not as hot. And so that's a pretty good change. I'd like to see more of that. And we'd like to get rid of the humidity as well. Jeff and Angela.
Yes.